And we're underway at Hard Rock. That's going to be taken in at the 8. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a proud Samoan and one of your few fellow lefty QBs, Brock, Tua Tagovailoa.
I've heard from many of Tua's peers in the league that there's just not a more accurate guy. If you wanted to just do an accuracy test in the NFL, yeah, Tua's going to hit that target as much as anybody in the league. Avoiding injury and being available is really the only question mark now in Tua's career.
Tua off the play fake. Dumps it off to Achane. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Whiteout's getting involved in the ground game. And he gets them the first. Not the biggest gain on the reverse, but it got what they needed.
No, it's not a running back, but it's a receiver carrying across the market gate. I'm not even calling this a trick play anymore. It's about maximizing your resources and your asset, and this receiver shows you he can be a tool as a running back.
They motion Waddle over left. Out of the shotgun, a give to Achane. Down the sideline to the 45. And he's going to be taken down at the 28. Give him 30 yards on that one. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And they're on him right as he gets back to the line. Great recovery after they got gashed on that last play.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Achane again. Has some space inside the 15. And he's finally taken down at the 3. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
It is just so hard, Kate, to get these chunk, explosive runs. But what it does now is it especially sets the table in prime scoring position.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Achane. He's tackled there, so a nice start to a new set of downs. But let's see if they keep it. Let's examine this flag. So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. So now from further back, another try at 1st and goal. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Has it in close. Touchdown, Miami! The Dolphins take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. So a touchdown on the board for Brock as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Extra point is good by Sanders. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Bears nothing.
Sanders Defenders all set to send it away. He fields it from the 8. And this drive will start inside the 25. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. And they're brought out by a player with immense expectations and promise in the league. He was picked first overall in 2024 out of USC, Caleb Williams.
He's somebody who has made a career of extending and creating plays. And there are often times, Kate, where I just would sit aghast. How did he do that? How does he make that throw on the run? Now he's got to take the spectacular and just add a whole level of consistency.
First down, Williams to throw. Bokin isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
We spend so much time talking about an offense and how they script their first 15 plays typically. But how about that defensive coordinator, that head coach? Heck, every player on that sidelines, you couldn't script it any better. Well, other than maybe taking the ball away, creating a negative play, creating a sack, creating offense now behind the chains. That's exactly how you're looking to start.
Hopefully not a sign of how this game is going to go as they step up for second and long. Another try following the sack. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with third down.
That's exactly what you want to see from your defense. First time they take the field, already have a lead, but they don't rest on their laurels. Instead, they just keep on attacking. They're keeping the pedal down to hammer home that advantage.
So a really tough spot here. This is third and a country mile. Working from the gun, Williams. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing fourth down. So no initial clapback, at least not immediately. Gonna have to play from the deficit for at least a little while as that opening drive stalls out.
And you hope here offensively as that deficit remains unchanged when you get the ball back the next time, because you do not want to be looking 2 scores down to start this one out.
And he drives this into the pouring rain. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Now we're going to see the Dolphin offense for their second drive of the contest. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up first and 10. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. He'll drop this down to Achane. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable to create space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Achane on the inside give. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Brushes him off with ease. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You sign me up. I love giving those fullbacks a cookie. Not just short yardage, not third down. No. Give the fullback his chance. Give him the ball on first down and watch him do his thing.
Achane, a first down carry. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Here's a screen for Achan. And this one does not go far.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep them short of the sticks.
The Bears into the nickel for third down. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins pull out in front further, 13-zip.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field. With the route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Got a good plant in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Dolphins drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Bears nothing.
Sanders all set to send it away. Return coming from the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Bears offense out there for their second drive of the contest. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. On play action, here's Williams. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. Andre Swift on the ground. And he started to get through the lane before it closed. 3 yards there. Jalen Phillips finishing that play off.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Third down. Here's Williams. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going, and that incompletion won't help.
Chicago brings out the punting unit. And he'll try to have his second punt top his first one. Before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Offense returning to the field now for the Dolphins. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, wow, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On first down, they're going to start out with Achan. No one around. He's got space. There it is. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins take a 20-zip lead. Just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins push their lead to 21-zip already. Sanders all set to send it away. Has this at the 6. This makes it up to the 25. The Bears about set for their next possession. And Brock, these guys are still searching. They are still searching for their first points, but beyond that, they don't even have a first down yet.
Not even one?
No, they're still searching. I know. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. This drive is going to begin with a run by Swift. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Staying grounded with Swift. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
First down, Williams. He has all day back there. And the Dolphins are there to bring him down. And that sack draws him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this 2nd down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Troublesome spot here, Brock. That sack has him set up 2nd down and 21. Trying again, following the sack. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down.
This defense could not make a bigger statement out of the gate with this game. Man, the lead up to a ball game, trash talk. Right, things said in the paper, bulletin board material, whatever it is. This defense took something personal, Kate, and they are taking it out on this quarterback.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Now Williams connecting with his back here, Swift. And this is not going to do the job. They don't even let him get back to the line. It's 4th down. That's the end of one, and yikes, things looking a little out of hand already. 21-0 our score. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Bears football. They're looking at a punt, though, facing 4th down. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Dolphins and running back Devon Achane getting back to work. And he has run roughshod over them in this opening half. Pretty sure this is the exact kind of start that he was hoping to have here. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. First carry now. This is Ollie Gordon. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
Pushing for the red zone. And he gets this all the way inside the red zone, down at the 19. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Going to the ground again on 1st. Solid gain on that play, Brock. That's 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Man in motion here. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And 2 yards all he can get. It's 3rd down.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
And he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
That's good for another Miami Dolphin.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Achane. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Trying again with Achane. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins were running away so far. We've got a 27-zip game. Devon Achane with the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins continue piling onto this lead. Sanders all set to send it away. Return coming from the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
Williams on first down. Completed over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 27. That's complete. Cole Kmet. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's a Chicago first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Williams to throw on first. Bokin isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Okay. Can I be honest with you? I'm just starting to feel bad for this quarterback and his family because he is just taking a beating before our eyes.
After the sack could really use a big play here on 2nd down. It's 2nd and 15. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Searches from the pocket. Now he's forced out. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Williams from the gun. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Goodness gracious, this quarterback is taking an absolute beating in this first half. You better have some ice for him ready at halftime. I'll tell you this, Kate, it has been a brutal couple quarters, and if you don't start protecting the quarterback, this guy may not make it and even finish this game.
Torrey Taylor on to send this one away. They could really use a good one here. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Dolphins send running back Devon Achane getting back to work. There has been nothing that can stop them, so we got to assume this drive, Brock, likely going to end in a touchdown as well. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. And they'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Achane running to the right. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
You know, Kate, these are not the plays that are like bold in the stat sheet when you look back on it. But these are the kind of gains by the running back to keep the offense on schedule and move the chains.
first down, and they go right back to him. Past midfield to the 45. Down the sideline into the red zone. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins blowing them out now, 34-zip. Devon Achane with the touchdown. His third of the game on the ground.
Okay, we hear week after week how hard it is to run the football at the NFL level, and it is. But this guy today, he's making it look easy, and they rarely do that from the running back position.
Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Dolphins grow their lead yet again.
Bears nothing.
Sanders all set to send it away. Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. Chicago getting set to take the field now. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Williams set to pass. Escapes the pocket. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. First down throw by Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Dolphins side of the field.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in a first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
We've hit the 2-minute warning now at Hard Rock. The Bears trailing in the early going. 2nd and 3 now. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's got more once again. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Bears first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. To throw is Williams. Finds him over the middle. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Running with Swift out of the gun. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
But looky here, you don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Williams will look to throw. Gets this over the middle. It's Komet. And he'll go down here at the 16. The Bears decide to call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and it forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
Fall forward, and I think you've got this first down, Brock. It's 2nd and inches. From the 16. out to his left. And they're going to have first and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there. Timeout Chicago. It uses its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Williamson throw. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And it's step one towards the goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. Second and goal coming up.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Backed up to the 8 here. It's second and goal. Working from the gun, Williams. He completes it in traffic. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. All right, timeout taken by the offense. 5 seconds left, and they can take some points into the locker room on this final play of the half. The Bears bring on Cairo Santos for the field goal. A very short kick here from the right hash. Santos' kick is good. And Brock, I'd say that's more of a moral victory than something that's really going to affect the deficit much.
That's tremendous execution right there. Really using every bit of time they had left in a methodical drive, paying off with points. And remember, they'll get the ball to start the second half as well.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends on half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. Returnable from the 1. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So a one-sided contest as we reach the break here. Let's head over to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen here, and you never know what you're going to get in the NFL. Sometimes it goes down to the wire. Other times, it's blowout city, like what this game is.
Has this at the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Here comes the offense for the Bears to begin the second half. This has become must-score territory now every time out since they trail by a full 4 possessions in this second half. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up second and 6.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's second and 6. Going one again with Swift. He will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's a Chicago first down.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
First down, here's Swift. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
Offense to the line for second down. Here's Williams. Bokin isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. That's going to bring up a tough third down.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. The type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Now here's Williams. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
They'll bring out the punter here. And he's going to do the honors for the fourth time today. Fair catch called for and made just outside the 20. The Dolphins and running back Devon Achane getting back to work. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Dolphins just about set up here, 1st and 10. Slot man motioned over. They go play action with Tagovailoa. He lofts it deep left. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So that brings up 2nd down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Tagovailoa trying to get here on 2nd down. This one's taken in by Hill. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
For a Miami Dolphin.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They're set up at the 35 now. They motion Waddle over left. Here's Achane up the middle. Dukes out a one-stop. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
What a great sign to start the 2nd half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Staying on the ground here with Achane. Quite the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line.
Stay on schedule, SOS. We talk about it all the time offensively. You've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks. Going to take some superhuman effort now on 2nd down.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. He puts some air under it deep down the left. And this is going to be a Miami touchdown. The Dolphins push their lead further to start the half. Tyreek Hill the touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Dolphins continue adding on to that lead.
Bears 3.
Sanders all set to send it away. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. Here come the Bears back out on offense. And they're going to need to play for pride or for something to build on for next week, Brock, because this game seems out of reach, even though we've got a full quarter still to go. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Running behind center with Swift. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Gonna run here. Kyle Manunga. He rotates a couple of yards through that chaos. Mike Hilton getting up there for the tackle.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
3rd down. Here's Williams. Bokin isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Yeah, this has been flawless, really, from every side, Kate. In order to get to double-digit sacks, it requires a tremendous amount of work leading up to this game, but then ultimately the execution of everybody. This has been the acronym of team. Together, everyone achieves more, and more is 10 sacks.
So out now comes the punter. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Dolphins send running back Devon Achane getting back to work. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
Offense said no more messing around. We're bringing out the big guy, the hammer. And for you physics students out there, that's a great example of Newton's law of motion. The more momentum you build up, the tougher you are to eventually stop.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Achane on the inside give. Escapes a defender. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins piling onto the scoreboard yet again. Devon Achane with the touchdown. Far from the first time we've broken down one of his touchdowns in this game, partner, but man, they seem to get more impressive every time.
And I don't care, Kate, if they're all 1-yard plungers, if you're up over 300 yards. A 4-touchdown game will forever live among your greatest career highlights. You can go several games without even scoring one. So to get 4 in one contest, you'll never, ever forget it.
That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins tack on 7 more to their lead. Sanders all set to send it away. Starting from the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. First call here coming from the shotgun. Out of the shotgun, a give to Swift. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now the inside handoff to Swift. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. It's a gain of 4. And that's good for a Bears first down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First down, they're sticking with Swift. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
If there's ever a play we can call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Short pass brought in. And this is a small pickup to the 39-yard line. That was a Fatu Melifonwu there to make the play.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Running for it, it's Swift. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Now Williams. Has the downfield working the left. And they make the tackle at the 38. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's a Chicago first down.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
Williams on first down. Odunze's got it right side. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Dolphins' 35-yard line.
Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's the Bears with the ball, but they enter the 4th at a massive deficit. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. To throw, Williams. Looking for his back, but it will not find him. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting the completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
To the air, 3rd and long. It's on target to Moore. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Completed over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Drive play straight ahead. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's third down.
This is why it's so important not to overcommit to the team's lead runner. It went to a secondary ball carrier, and they cut him down for a big red zone stop.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. One guy with it. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's 2nd and goal. Williams from the gun. He's taken down. The Dolphins rush gets home. Quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
3rd and goal. The offense hoping something can finally go right here. Out of the gun, here's Williams. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And the defense are down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal.
This is one of those moments that I am just at a loss for words. We just saw a record-tying 12th sack in this ball game. It really is on two sides of it. On one side of it offensively, well, this has been impossible to block these guys. But, Kate, I have got to celebrate what we're seeing defensively. Just the 6th team in the history of this game to notch 12 sacks in one ball game.
A 28-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is good. And Brock, I'd say that's more of a moral victory than something that's really going to affect the deficit much.
This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Good work so far. He's got room. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled. The Dolphins send a running back, Devon Achane, getting back to work. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock, they're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. That's Hill on the slant. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bears territory.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Now Achane jukes one defender, and he works this to the 38 before going there. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
That's good for a Dolphins 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And this one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down. And with that run, he's eclipsed Adrian Peterson's mark of 296 rushing yards. And with it, set a new single-game benchmark for what it means to run the football well. Well, if you hear the excitement from the fans here, it's because they just showed it up on the scoreboard. This dude, now the single-game rushing yards record holder.
It started out well, and you're thinking, we got a chance. Then he gets 200 and beyond, and you realize he's got an actual shot at this, and now his name is in the record books. You know you love some of my buzzwords, kid. I know you do. And this one was about real power. He got the rock a long way from the chains and put his teammates on his back for a heck of a run. And a great try at that first down.
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be third down.
One of the challenges when you run that jet sweep is you better secure that edge. I've not seen a great jet sweep in my life where you don't win the edge of the line of scrimmage. And that time, the defense got the job done.
A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
13 yards on the play. That's good for another Miami Dolphin. First and goal.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's first and goal. Trying to run it in, Achan. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
They're lining up on the doorstep. Second and goal from inside the 1. Another for Achan. And he does not get in. They stop him at the 1. Can't manage positive yardage there, and it leaves them with third and goal.
All I can really say about that one, Kate, at least he managed to make it out of the end zone. Now staring at a third down at your own 1. Yikes.
It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Dolphins rolling here in a laugher. Third and goal now as they try to pile on further. Waddle now in motion right. Third down. They're dialing up the touch pass here. And he's not going to get in. Another stand defensively. And they've made it fourth and goal.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 yards. It's now 4th and goal.
Jason Sanders leading the Dolphins field goal unit out. Angling this one in from the right hash to challenge here. Sanders sends it through. There's a flag down, and if this is defensive, could give him a first down. Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a first down.
Automatic first down.
So now, following the penalty, it's first and goal. Achan. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
The nose of the football inside the 1. Here's second and goal. Dolphins are running them out of the building. Achan with the touchdown. A 5th rushing score for him as he moves 1 away from the NFL record. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
56, Bears 6.
Sanders all set to send it away. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Bears about set for their next possession. And they can really do what they want with these last couple of snaps afforded to them because the outcome already decided. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Bears 1st down.
I don't know, kid. I didn't think he had it. That back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the 1st down. Pops up right away and signals 1st down.
1st down, ball at the 36. One final shot here. And that pass is dropped. Fitting. That would be their final play of the game as we've reached the end of this one. So it's fins up as the Dolphins take the win at home. And we know how rain can wreak havoc at any moment on a football field, but they didn't let that stop them today. They played their game, and as a result, they're leaving here with a victory. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott.